I'm preaching. Why?
We are reading people.
Good things are waiting for you and I in heaven. That's the reason we need to be happy, rejoicing people. And I'm happy to see God's people in Asia, including Pacific. I come from Papua New Guinea. I would like to thank PP, church members, elders, deacons for bringing me to come to Pasir Panjang, where the host is, CB school is, and I have been trained there for 2 years. And I go back to my country, and now teaching at Melanesian Bible College. If you know Jeb Mesa, he is the principal, and I work with Jeb Mesa. On behalf of Church of Christ in Papua New Guinea, I would like to say thank you for CB, Rubok, and Pasir Panjang Church of Christ for giving me this opportunity to come and study God's Word. After graduating 2 years ago, I don't know what to do when I go back. I pray to God, give me direction. And God answered my prayer. Brother Jeb Mesa and the people who supported the school back in Papua New Guinea, Melanesian Bible College, Highland Street Church of Christ. If you know, some last week Sunday, some of the members, they came to PP. I think Brother Ben Chuan know them. And they asked me to help chair and teach at Bible College. But then I have a vision. I like to go rural, do mission work in the rural areas. Papua New Guinea is not like Singapore and Malaysia where the road ring every place. Papua New Guinea is like a mountain terrains and cannot road. There's no road. People living in the city, enjoying life, like ministers. They want to live in the city. But how about the people living in the rural areas? And before Jesus lead his disciple, and here he says, go and make disciples. I cannot go to America, I cannot go to Singapore, India, or whatever place. But in my country, I can do mission. My rural place, people need to hear gospel.
Amen.
And I must go. Would I ask brothers from Pasir Panjang to come and go to my village? No, because the culture is quite different. They cannot walk. If I'm right. They cannot walk
So far.
because they drive cars. And if you ask me to go, I will go. Because I grew up in a rural area. I can cry. And I did. I did. And you know how many I baptized? 23. After graduate from city. And I thank God. I cannot do this alone. With God and Christians at Pasir Panjang Church of Christ, I will not call their names, but they know themselves. They stood behind me. I asked them. Sometimes I feel ashamed. But they stood behind me. And I did. And I'm very happy to stand before you and share some of the challenges that I face when I go back to Papua New Guinea and do mission. 2 challenges I face. One is going rural and do mission, and the other one is teaching in the Bible college. As a young man, some of the students in the class, they are adults. And my size is too small and they are big. So sometimes I talk to them, they will not listen to me. And that's the challenge. Sometimes I give them the task to do it. They won't do it. Sometimes one of the students came to me and said, "We will not listen to you. We will listen to Job Mesa, he's the principal." And I said, "I'm a small in size, but big in spirit."
Amen.
And I told them. One time, one of the students want to punch me.
Ooh.
And I said, "You need to change. You need to change. The Bible college is not a place to come and get knowledge. It's a place to come and change your life." And I told him, "I'm a change person." I go to Pasir Panjang. I went to Singapore, stay there, study. 2 years of study, my life has transformed. I'm a changed person. And the particular student stood up, shook my hand, and he cried. And I said, "I want you to be a changed person. If you go rural, you preach, but then you have some argument with the Christians, and after you go and punch him, it's not a way of Christian." And I told him, "I teach you, and I also preach in the church, so I need to lead by example." And he cried, and he prayed for me. Next day, he go and tell the other students, and he said, "Atta is a changed person." While teaching in the Bible college, I also had Christian religion instruction. I think Brother Duane knows this. I had to look at the time, what's the time? Like 8:40 to 9:40. I need to finish my lesson and then run from there to secondary school to teach 40 minutes Bible class. And I have to, because that's a requirement that government of the day asked the ministers to teach Bible in secondary schools. So I continually do this with Brother Job Mesa. I do it in a 2 secondary school. I have to manage my time, run here and there to teach, only to teach God's way. And I like to do this. And my encouragement to see the students, if you go and you see some opportunity, just go and preach. You know what Jesus said to his disciples? Every one of us, we know this. Just said, "Go." He didn't say stay. But you take the first step and I will what? The last, the verse says, "And I will be with you." And I believe that. Do you believe?
Yes.
Yes. Just take the first step and then God will help you to do this. Geographical locations. Churches are located in a rural areas. But I have to go. From February to November, I need to stay in the city and do teaching. But in December and January, I need to go to a rural place. That's Christmas, so everybody's in the village, so I need to go and visit the churches. And I did. Organize small church camps, Sunday school camps, with God's providence. Everything I want for the camp, God's people safe. Because they always fight, that tribe will not fight, you know. So I'm from different tribe, I have to be careful going to another place. You might be attacked. I was planning to organize a Bible camp. That was 2017. One of the youth members was made. They cut her neck off. And then the people from the village, they contact me and they said, Arthur, you don't have to come. And I said, why? And they said, there's a fighting going on. So you don't have to come. And I said, I will come. And I go. When I arrived, I think later Brother Peter can show you the picture. Yes, that's the plane. I thank PP for paying my airfares so I can travel 45 minutes from Leh to where I live, and my original village, Papuan Warrior. And this is the place where I think J.J. will know, Andy Scott and his father-in-law, Red Skulls. He went there, stayed there for 13 years to do mission. So I went there. You see, this is Warrior Valley, where I come from. I'm standing there with the axe, you know. You need to hold something to protect yourself when you walk. You have to be fit to fight. But for me, I tell them I will not fight, but my guides are there. My elder brother is sitting right there. So they have to go with me. This is Warrior Valley, where I come from. So I went there, and this is the plane. I will have to leave Warrior and come back to Leh, so that's my little large crowd follow me to the mission. You can see. We have to walk all one day to get to another place. It's that challenging.
Yes.
If I ask you to walk from here to KL, would you go? Me, I can go. I can go. It's normal. It's normal. See this one. Quite scary. But I did it. But I thank PP Christian church members for your unceasing prayers. When I walk, enemies, they saw me, they just greet me. They gave me pineapple or pawpaw or something like that. And that's how I see God's protection. Right. I organize a church camp. You see how these ladies, they're old, but they want to hear gospel. So they walk whole one day to reach my place. See this one. It's quiet. The other one is like it's wire, so it's okay. But see this one, it's bamboo. One of the American missionaries, he saw this one and said, "You warrior people are very clever. You are civil engineers. You can design them." You see, it's bamboo and cane. Yes. So, ladies, last year December, youth camp at Warrior Valley. Actually, this building is constructed by J. Jauban Nudis and his coach father-in-law, Red Skulls. Yeah. They cut the wood there and build. But they cannot put concrete because it's very expensive. Warrior Valley Church of Christ. It's my home congregation. This is the whole valley. I walk from here to that side. You can see the savannah land up there. I need to walk there, go, and up there is the estate. So get plane come to lay. One day, the people follow me, they need to carry my food. They need to carry. They need to put food on the fire. So while we're walking, when I'm hungry, they will what? Give me food. There is no store there. If you eat rice or if you always usually eat pasta, when you go there, you're gonna miss this food. It's challenging. You miss Coca-Cola. You know what the price there? The Coca-Cola they sell Coca-Cola for 6 kina, which is $3. Yes, $3. Yes. See, I'm climbing the hill with my go back, with my elder brother. Yes. Next. And these are the rice that I bought. I thank PP for giving me small money to pay rice for the church camp. Some individuals. You know how much cost for this rice? 240 kina for this barrel of rice. If we convert this to Sing dollars, I think half of this, 240, half of 240. I think it's 120. Only just for this one. And the noodles, the box there you can see, cost 72 kina. 72, the half of 72 is 36 kina. So expensive. But I don't know. I'm not dealing with these people, these things, so I don't know. It's something to do with the government. Yeah. Yes. And local food, you will not find it. You can see the taro there. It's big. Pineapple, you cannot. Yeah. So we organize this food for the camp. But I thank God everything goes smoothly. Many people responded during my visit. Even the enemies, they come to me and ask me to pray for them. And I said, you guys already killed him and me. So I will not make a judgment here. God will say last word for you. If he said go to hell, you go. If he said go to heaven, he will make the decision. I'm just 7. I want to help you. And I'm continuing doing this. You can see up there is the airstrip. I need to land there and walk down. 1 hour walk. 2017 December, I went there. 2018 June, I went with missionaries from, if you know, Elder Benny Taburajang. He's from Melbourne. He sent some of their ministers there, so I accompanied them to my place. So we have to land there and walk 1 hour. But you know, the Australian, we need to walk 2 hours. For me, it's like 1 hour. No, it's like half an hour something. So we need to walk there. And we walk from there to my place. We baptized 23 people there. 23 people. And last year, December, I went again. I conducted homiletics class for the church leaders. And end of the homiletics class, we had a church camp. And 2-3 people, I think it's not in the picture, but I just tell the stories here. We baptized 4 people. And this year, I'm planning to go back again. But I also think some of the Christians here, a warrior is you know, it's mountainous and the small places in the bush. So I have to bring some students and train them at National Bible College. And I went there and I interviewed one of his picture is not there, but I interviewed him and bring him to lay, and like some of the student Christians helped me, and with that help I pay their school fee. So now they are doing the first year, next year, and then after next year they will finish, and then they will go back to Varavel. Actually, there are 6 congregations in Varavel, but currently I'm living in a city, and I serve in a small congregation number of 120 plus, where the church and I serve. There's so many harvests, but they need people with the heart of going out and do the mission. I don't like doing mission because I know that mission is it's not a good work. Actually, it's a good work, but as a young man, I think it's not a good work. But actually, when I preach and I saw that the people responded to the word, that what? It motivates me to preach more. And that's the charge that Paul gave to Timothy. Preach the word, in season and out of season. Go preach the word. And I'm usually doing that. Thank you for your prayers. Support, one way or the other. Our goal is to make disciples. And yesterday I told Brother Dennis, I said, Moses, God said to Moses, you know the truth, so you must tell the Israelites. If you didn't do it, your what? Blood will pass on your hand. So, after spending 2 years here in city, studying, know the biblical, some lessons I've learned, I need to go and impart that knowledge to other people. I will finish here. But I would like to say once again, thank you. Thank you, thank you, Sheshe, Salamat, Jesube, Terima kasih. Thank you.